Did I know about the Digimon move that you've decided to start stream with? No, I did not know about that specific move. If I'm being...
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
Yeah, it's cringe.
What is cringe about it specifically?
It's a full team hit with lots of damage and it heals them.
Damn.
It's
That's a lot.
kind of toxic. Not gonna lie.
You know what? I'm there with you, Stealth. I'm right there with you in the digital world. Do you think... I was gonna be like, do you think Queen could be a Digimon, but she's better than... Queen is so beyond any Digimon, so... She does her own thing.
Queen could be a Mega Plus threat.
Oh, damn it. I have accidentally copied a meme instead of my going live post.
Yeah, no, that seems correct.
That seems about right for you. Bum 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 bum. Lord, literally the only good thing in 2025 is Toby Fox and anything he's doing, so I hope this doesn't age poorly, and if it does, I hope future generations know that's not just like cringe, that's like that's a straight up tragedy. So love it, Tobias Lupus. Stealth, when's the last time you watched The Fantastic Mr. Fox?
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Me neither. Lord. Stealth, can I speak vaguely? I'm not gonna give like specifics, but can I speak vaguely of plans we were talking about today? Would that be alright? Because I think something's funny that I'd like to immortalize.
I don't care if you talk about them.
Okay, because me and Stealth usually do things a certain weekday, and like literally like 2 days ago, I'm like, hey Stealth, I just realized our typical plans fall on Halloween that week. Are we doing anything? And Stealth responded with, no, we stick to the plan. And I was like, that's okay with me. I was just asking your preference. And then he immediately followed that up with, well, maybe I'll do like one spooky thing. And then he was just like, everyone bring your spookiest thing. This is a group project now. And I was like, got it, understood. So, quickly digi-evolved, so...
I will never be confined by my own decisions.
You know what? I'm with you on that, and I'm proud of you for that. I'm very much the same. Have a good lurk, Pig. I'm sure you're much the same, working on your own game, because you've really hunkered down on that, and I'm proud of you. Please allow me to know if you need any assistance, because that's always something I've had to, like, not to volunteer myself again for a project when I'm literally just like, I don't want to do any big projects right now. But, like, when not work, like, because I've used RPG Maker a little before. So, like, I know how you get graphics into that to, you know, to get your own look and everything. I do not know how that goes for just like regular game making, you know, like how it's like, okay, I've got a thing working, time to have it look like anything. Unaware how that functions.
It is my understanding that you just think it and it comes into being.
Just have to think really hard. That's why game developers have the biggest brain of all time. I was gonna name drop like a problematic game developer as like a haha get it because they aren't actually that smart. But here's the thing, I don't internalize that. Like I do not remember any, like I know the games they're associated with just because I kind of have like a little red mark on them in my head, but I do not remember the developers' names, so here they are. I do not care. Couldn't care less. Monster Hunter, monster icons. Here's the thing about my own art, it sucks, and anyone who has ever seen it would tell you that. Now, today we will sit here and we'll try to make it not suck.
That would don't lie.
I'm lying. Yeah. Maybe I should look at Monster Hunter World icons just because, like, Monster Hunter World icons are as close to old gen while actually being HD. World.
You could say there's not a world of difference.
I mean, there is graphically and gameplay wise, but you know.
No.
No. So still, you'd say Monster Hunter like 3 and Monster Hunter World pretty similar games, yeah?
I would say it, that doesn't mean it's true.
I would lie to you for the bit, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Now you're getting it.
You understood my funny plan, funny man. I love my friends gaslighting me. Watch Shriek reached 3 weeks. Pig, why are you so cool? Why are you such a cool guy who does cool things? Truly no one will ever know. But yeah, so here's the thing. I haven't deleted the art. Did you change scene? Like, what do you mean? As in, like, did I change something about my HUD? My stream HUD? Because no, I'm very lazy. I do not make a lot of stream stuff, so truly anyone would tell you. Be a big shot. Be a big. Oh, I remember. Oh, you mean, yeah, no, I was just getting to that. Because I was going to say, I didn't delete the art we did last time. It's still in the file here. What I did do is I added a grid. The grid. Not with Jared Leto. Because, like, that's, like I was saying, the part of what I like in the Monster Hunter art style is how geometrical it is, so I just figured it's like a bunch of squares will help me. So I thought really hard, just like Stealth told me to, and I added squares. And now we'll see about doing something with squares.
It's a good way to corner the market because there's 4 of them.
I'm going. Why are you like? So have you ever thought? Have you ever thought about going into comedy and then getting like run out of town somewhere?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Stand-up.
Getting run out of town is fun.
No. I was thinking of stand-up comedy is like fucking hard. It's just like I guess this is you like think for a while, just like game development, and then you're like, I guess that's the joke, and you write it down and you try to be like, this joke is funniest this way, I think, and then you like try to do it in front of people, and that's you either do it in front of like the audience when you what was I thinking of when you go to do like a show. Which, like, Lord, I'd rather die, personally. Or, alternatively, you, like, do it in front of your friends. And, hey, I, like, write and draw. And when I am like, hey, can my friends look at this? I want to kill myself. So, performing in front of those friends, I'd rather not. Streaming doesn't count. I don't care. I don't care what I do on stream, so it's like a 5.
Go on, do your bit, funny man.
Go on, say something comedic. I bet you won't.
I don't gamble.
You don't gamble. Why don't you gamble, Stealth?
Not very good at it.
No. I was talking in a Discord today.
Not very lucky.
Yeah, same. Well, that's the thing, right? I was talking in a Discord today about, like, well, this is the thing. I was talking about it. And I was like, yeah, I have shit luck. Because I was talking about fish, about purchasing fish, and eating it. And I was like, I only get fish if I'm at a place where I can delude myself into thinking it is a somewhat fresh fish, you know, like something theoretically that could have been brought from like next door or what have you, you know. Because
Straight from the bowl.
exactly, fish is one of those things where, like, if it's bad, you're going to have a very bad time, and fucking if if I roll those dice, it will always be the bad one, like, without fail, because I have no luck. So if I'm in, like, I use this example specifically, if I'm in, like, Nebraska or where have you, and the fish is fucking 3 weeks old because they had to truck it here from the coastline, then I'm going to die. I'm going to die from food poisoning. So
These things happen.
they do, specifically to me. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Stealth, when's the last time you played the hit game Oregon Trail?
Oh, dude, fucking middle school.
Oh, really? I never played that. I just...
But
Oh, go on.
it was good.
When it was good.
It's fucking good.
This is my first taste of roguelikes. I've never went back. Really, fucking roguelikes should be called Oregon Trail likes, because what is Oregon Trail if not the first rogue game where it's just like, fucking roll the dice, baby. Maybe we die of dysentery. Maybe we get to Oregon. Yeah.
We're not making it to Oregon, but this one, let's go.
Soft reset. I was just thinking of. I remember it because I used to watch the late night television show Person of Interest. I think it was Person of Interest that had this episode. You know those fucking late night detective shows. I used to watch it with my dad, and there was like an episode where there's like a hacker, and they could identify the hacker by how good she was at the Oregon Trail. And they were like, we caught a girl, and then it turned out it wasn't her, it was her friend, because then she was good at the Oregon Trail after the other girl like died or something. I forget.
Whoa.
Wow. Wow. It's me. I forget. Jennifer Coolidge. And I love the Oregon Trail. Stealth. What would you do if one day Jennifer Coolidge walked up to you and she was like, "Hi, Stealth, it's me, Jennifer." And this is Owen Wilson now, but fucking I'm not good at impressions. Wow, it's me, Jennifer Coolidge. I'm in legal trouble. Will you help me?
Holy shit, Owen Wilson.
No, that's not it.
Oh,
Oh, so
were you again?
I starred in. Was she in Sex and the City? I learned about Jennifer Coolidge, and then like the next movie she was prominently in was the Minecraft movie. So,
A prolific career.
yeah, it's like I knew her specifically from drag queen Juno Birch, who doesn't love Juno Birch? She's great. And
She goes to like a ritzy restaurant and just like, okay, well, what have you been in? She just like pulls down her shades. Chicken jockey.
You might know me. I fucked a villager on screen.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Do you not know about that?
No, I legitimately know nothing about this movie except
Okay.
for that specific thing.
Okay. Chicken jockey or Jennifer Coolidge fucking a villager?
Dead chicken jockey. I don't know about the other thing.
Okay, so in the
I could go
Go on.
not knowing about the other thing, but go ahead.
So in the Minecraft, too bad. In the Minecraft movie, our heroes, Jason Momoa and other, open the portal to Minecraft, right? They step through, where they find
Sure.
Jack Black saying "chicken jockey" on a loop for every 5 minutes.
I instantly believe you.
After they've done that, a villager finds the portal they stepped through and steps out into the real world, and he's all like, huh? And he like keeps walking forward into the highway where Jennifer Coolidge hits him with a Grand Jeep Cherokee, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And then when he sits up, she's like, "Wow, you look like a freak," and before taking him in because she has hit a living thing with her car. And then later in the movie, Jennifer Coolidge's ex-husband burst into the scene, being just like, Jennifer Coolidge, I've heard you've hooked up with another man. I can't believe that. Fucking, we are going to fight. Only for the villager to come out, and he's now voiced by Matt Berry, who says that he and Jennifer Coolidge have found a love so deep that it transcends language, and now they can speak each other's languages. And then the guy storms out because he has been cucked by a villager. You remember that one time I recapped the Trolls movie, and Gold was very mad at me for knowing. That memory is a good memory in my head. I gotta say.
Only there.
Only there. Listen, the Trolls movies are a seminal hit in the demographics of 5 and up in North America, Asia, and South America. So, Europe fucking hated those things. And don't get me started about Africa or Australia. They are. I don't know. I don't know how they break up the world in boardroom meetings, but I don't think I care to. So. Stealth, tell me your thoughts on battle thruples.
Battle, huh?
Thruples that do battle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Vapor Buster just came on.
Consent is important.
Consent. Consent is important, and that lamp has a flat ass.
Yeah, ignore the lamp.
Ignore the lamp. Bring me the lamp.
No.
Aladdin has a great opening. Stealth, if you got the lamp from Aladdin, what would your 3 wishes be?
I'm
gonna think about it for a hot minute.
Yeah, because I feel like inevitably they would go bad. But
Well, no, that's the thing, and I was gonna get on this, like, as you thought about it or answered after you answered, is that like in Aladdin has a goal, right? And he's like, Genie, I love nothing more than to have a good life and fall in love with Princess Jasmine, who I met a little while ago, and she seems real neat and we're really connected on a deep level. And Genie is just like, okay, hotshot, I like the cut of your jib. Problem though, there are constraints on what I can do on a kind of ethical and like soul level, and making people love you, not on the table. Right? So like there's already restrictions, okay? When I got into other media, and they were just like, also, genies just try and like trick you with their wishes. And I was like, that's fucking bullshit. What's the point of finding the lamp, summoning a genie, and then like, just for them to trick? I just would not get the lamp then. That would be the fucking worst deal of my life. Why would I even want that? So, I think any genie who's just like, I tricked you.
Yeah, big deal if you want to be a big shot.
Oh my lord. You're too late. That was earlier in the fucking Deltarune playlist. I think any genie who's like, I'm going to trick you because I'm an idiot, it sucks. So I do not want them. I would not ask them to prom. Sam I am.
Do you not want them, Sam I am?
Hey, yeah, he got my reference. Stealth, when's the last time you read a literary novel by Dr. Seuss?
A literary novel? I think never.
I think never, because I don't think he did novels. As I just think, I don't know if I did this on stream, if I said these thoughts on stream. There's a new Cat in the Hat movie coming out. It might be out already, because I wasn't fucking following it. I don't know why they keep trying to make Cat in the Hat happen as a movie for so many reasons, among which being the last time they tried it, yeah. So. Also, I don't know why they're like, we have to like do a twist, you know? It's like there's extra narrative stuff on top of this. Because Cat in the Hat is already just like, two kids invite a demonic entity into their place of living and have to figure a way to soothe him before their mother gets home and is, you know, made victim by the havoc. I don't know why they decided it's just like, no, we need the hat to have a deep character and like an arc of his own. That's weird to me. I'm gonna get an inhaler so I can inhale. I'm a big nerd like that. Could you imagine being able to breathe? Have I talked about the thing?
I aspire to be able to do that one day.
That would be so cool. Have you ever talked about the thing I thought about a lot as a kid? Which is just like, you know how there's always air for you when you're like walking around and stuff? Could you imagine if that stopped being the case? That would be good.
That would be bad.
One might say that's bad.
Yeah, it's me. I'm the one.
Are you the two?
Can't be number two.
No. We are number one. Hey, bum. Dun. Are puppets that expensive? I asked this because it seems like fucking media on a large scale has, you know, like pivoted from puppet-based, like, just stuff in general, and that's bullshit, because I fucking love, like, puppets anything. So, Muppets, puppets, any of it. I beg of you, bring it back.
Muppets, puppets, thruppets.
Yeah, thruple puppets. Where three people romantically entwined all put their hands into a single puppet. God, is there anything more beautiful? He made a fun noise at that. How is Time Stranger going, Stealth?
My mind's just still on the thruple. The thruppet.
Just like three people with their hands deep in a puppet. Yeah, this is why Barry
you think they ever struggle with commitment?
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you, and then kill you again. Oh Lord. Pokemon's coming out with their, like, I think it's Armin. They're the people who did like Walt and Gromit and stuff project. I don't think that came out yet. That might be the only new Pokemon thing I'm excited for, so. Lord, I'm not about to talk about problems with it because like it's whatever. If you like Pokemon ZA, I'm happy for you. You got a new game you like. Good. Fucking I saw someone in a Discord today be like, I've completed the ZA Pokedex, and I was like, well, now I'm again glad I didn't get the game, because now it doesn't even sound like it's that big of a game. So, wow, I spent money on this, and I don't feel fulfilled, so I'm gonna go do something else. What's
that? I
don't know. Try to make art and like feel something in life. It hasn't been working so far, but at one point. Also, I'm liking this so far. I don't know if anyone else is big on this, but I'm trying, you know. I'm trying. Like, if you don't stand for something, you'll die for anything.
Huh?
Stealth.
I don't think that's the saying.
What's the encyclopedia in Time Stranger called? For all.
Compendium?
No, is it? It's just. I have often talked about how funny Miss Penny's Snapcube is, right? And amongst her escapades I have watched, she did one time where she played Spider-Man 3, the movie tying game, on the PS3 and no, the PS2 and the PS3. And the pause menu for that said journal in the corner. And that's all it did, because it was just a pause menu. And sometimes I think about that, because she did point out, it's just like, this is in no way a journal. This has, like, not even aesthetically is it a journal. It's just a menu.
Journal.
And they, like, put, like, a little thing there to make up for it. Dear Gurnal, today I saw a giraffe. I need to. There's several more.
Was wearing a weird fucking hoodie.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Rigaraff from.
For Rigaraff.
For Rigaraff from New Pokemon. What was I thinking of? They probably wouldn't reboot Pokemon. That'd be an interesting idea, though. Be like, we're going back, trying it again. We might.
Well, they already tried to do that with Gen 5, and you see how, like, how that dex looks.
Yeah. I guess you're right. I don't really know how they would do that. Because, like, to some degree, I'd be like, yeah, just start with 150 again. But it's like, new 150, the old 150, fucking, like, where are we at on this? And then from there, it's just like, how do you change the games? Are you in a new region? Is it a remake again? Yada, 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 yada. And I'm just like, I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me? I'm just a kid.
I thought it was a good question.
I'm a 10-year-old kid, and like fucking all I know is that shorts are comfy and easy to wear. So you know, something I didn't know before Digimon, really, like, everyone was just like, oh, Digimon fucks nowadays, outside of Stealthier, who has been a true and blue.
I have always preached.
Yes. And he's been proven right more and more as time is going on. I genuinely, like, for as long as Pokemon's been the prominent franchise, I hope Digimon gets that time back in just, like, next 20 years being Digimon's time to shine. But what was I just thinking of? Oh yeah, I learned as it popped off recently that it was just, like, originally just fucking, what are those things called? Not gotchas. Tamagotchis, there you go. I do know that word. It just it's completely past my mind. But yeah, I was like, oh, it was the whole same company and everything. And I am kind of interested in being like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do like a 60-hour RPG, but can I have like a little device, like a little? I mean, like, listen, I'm not to not to be a boy in the 90s they were marketing to. But like a little gadget with a guy in it that can turn into a bigger guy. That sounds pretty cool. I just needed to not die immediately like Tamagotchis, where it's like, if you are not looking at it, good luck. I never really got a Tamagotchi as a kid, but fucking, I also don't know when like my time anxiety started, when the idea of a ticking clock filled me with dread as much as it does now. But fucking Tamagotchis are just like everything that that would drive me insane and not make me have a good time, only make me have a bad time. So they said, do you want a life to take care of that's on a real timer? And if you aren't carrying it everywhere and always kind of paying attention to it, it will die. And I said, no. rather not, actually. Hiya, gamer. Gamer, what have you done with your Tamagotchi? Me and your mother got it for you for Christmas. That thing better still be alive. Bad parent, but in the weirdest possible way. Where the way that they are bad is that they get their kid a Tamagotchi and demand they take perfect care of it.
That's toxic.
That's messed up. That's a Goosebumps story. Never had one, but I did have a pet from Mega Man Battle Network. Oh, hell yeah. Mega Man, like, is that like... I did have a Pokewalker, and I mean, I still have a Pokewalker. I don't think my family will ever believe that, like, my two copies, my individual copies of Soul Silver, Heart Gold, and the Pokewalker go for, like, $500 on eBay, but, fucking, was it just thinking of? But yeah, I haven't played Battle Network. I think I actually do have it. I got it for Christmas one year, but it is among like 1 or 2 games I've gotten for Christmas in the past few years where I'm like, I have not had time to play this. Oops. I think I should be allowed to. You know what? Where is it? This is Second Sanctuary. What if we just listen to Third Sanctuary on repeat for a while? I think I should be yeah, I think I should be allowed to do that without worrying about copyright ever. We'll switch off this once I'm tired of it, which might be never. I think I should be able to do that without fear of any kind of copyright because it's a revolutionary once-in-a-lifetime song, so...
I now invoke gun.
Oh, copyright? That'd be cool.
Oh?
Stealth, dismantle American copyright for me. Jarvis. Jarvis, rewrite the Constitution. Jarvis, give me a milkshake.
I think you maybe depend on him too much.
What's that?
Jarvis.
Jarvis? Yeah, I want. He's like my Tamagotchi. I clean up his digital poop. He acts into the US government for me. You know. We depend on each other like that. Love a Jarvis. I don't know when Jarvis died in the comics. That was a while ago. Because for most of the 20th century, Jarvis in the comics was a dude. Like, just Alfred, basically. So. And I think he died at some point, but I forget when. And I don't know if they had turned him into, like, a UI for Tony's suit at that point in the comics, but I wonder if part of the decision to do that, not make him a dude in the movies, was tied to not having to deal with killing him at some point in the future. Man, I hate it when I get a new butler and like I just have to think about putting him down later that year. It's a really big, no one talks about this. Butler care is so hard, and the fact that they only last a year where you take them out back and have to go get a new one is just, it's really hard on me. I like how Stealth has not had anything to say about this particular topic. He said, nope, keep going, buddy man. You can do it, I believe in you. I was gonna ask how Blimpmon is doing in Digimon Time Stranger, and then I think we got off topic somehow.
He's okay.
He's okay. You just, I haven't been able to like sit and watch it with you a lot, in part because there is a part of me that's like maybe I find out what it's like myself, right? But fucking Like, literally, one of the streams I was able to go on, you got so concerned about him that now, at all times, I'm concerned about Plimpmon, so... I was gonna ask a question, and you can probably... Well, I don't know if you can figure out the specific question, but you'll get where I'm coming from in a minute. But, like, at the end of the day, I'm just like... I think for either one to do good, can't just keep comparing Digimon and Pokemon. On Digimon's part, because it's so clearly its own thing, as it kind of has always been, and it's now as it definitely is. On Pokemon's part, because they need to they need to tighten the fuck up. So. Come on, Pokemon. Get the touchdown.
The Royal Knights are tough. What's
that?
The Royal Knights are tough.
They are. The Royal Knights one. I didn't... So, Stealth, there is confirmed DLC for Time Stranger?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
At least, 3, like, DLC episodes.
Gotcha. Well, that's cool. It's cool they're already confirming that much.
With 5 Digimon coming in each wave?
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, because Stealth referred to one of them as, like, their group name. And you had definitely told me about groups of Digimon before, and I definitely heard about that before. I still feel like I haven't internalized that there's just, like, gangs of Digimon, of just, like, this specific Digimon species, question mark, is, is part of this gang automatically. Do they have any examples in the show of, like, Digimon of the same, like, name and species at a high level, not at a baby level, interacting with each other, or nah? Because I can imagine 2 Wormmon chilling on a leaf together and not having, like, an existential crisis about that, right? But fucking, like, have they had, like, 2 Seraphmon be like, hey, what's up, man? Like, has that been a thing that's happened, or are they worried they're going to confuse the children?
I'm trying to think of any examples of that, but I'm not really...
Not coming up with any.
No.
Hiya, Stitch. Stitch, quickly. Find an example from Digimon for me. Jarvis, pull up every episode of Digimon. Right now. Thank you, Jarvis. Lilamon. I don't... Not the specific... I mean...
Lilamon?
Vikemon.
Have there been groups of Vikemon that live together? I think Stitch might just be naming Digimon.
I know, and I don't blame him for that, because I just said Digimon, Stitch, go. I could see a tribe of Vikemon living together, because they're like, Vikings and everything, but whether or not that's a thing... That's what I'm saying. Because to Digimon Tamers, is that a season you're naming, or are you saying there's multiple Vikemon in Tamers?
Digimon Tamers is the fucking series.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. So yeah. So what I'm trying to do here, just for posterity's sake, is I want to stick to right and 45-degree angles on, like, the what I would refer to as, like, the character. But I am thinking for surrounding effect, well, and circles. I wanted to include circles because, like, the idea of having, like, an eye and stuff I think is cool.
Circle.
But maybe for, like, effects, break that just a bit so that's not as rigid and you can get some cooler things going. Circle. His name was Circle. He was a circle. He was escorted to his chair. That part doesn't change.
happens at the chair?
He saw Lola dancing there, and when she stopped, he called her over, but then Circle went a bit too far, and Tony flew across the bar, and then the punches flew, and something else. I forgot the rest of the song, but just who shot who at the Copacabana, the hottest spot north of Havana. It was a Copacabana. Music and passion were always the fashion at the Copa. Darker tone. You know, sometimes I get down on myself for like low stream numbers, and then other times I get it. So and then the punches flew, and chairs were smashed in. That's it. Chairs were smashed in two. There was blood in a single gunshot, but just who shot who? So Stealth.
Yes.
Let's say you were at a trial, right? And you had prepared everything. You were in court, defense on one side, you're on the other, judge in front of you, as is tradition in courts, I believe, unless they've changed it recently. I don't know. You finish your opening argument because you won the coin flip that allows you to go first in your opening argument.
Several things, but go on.
And after you're done that, the defense goes, we would like to present our case in the form of musical theater. What would your response to that be?
I've never once considered it.
You haven't?
No. Like, I think like the instant answer from the judge would be like, "No, what the fuck are you talking about?"
Okay, this brings me to a new.
Like, I don't think I'd have to do anything.
No, stop. I have a new question for you. Okay. So you're in court one day, right? And you know you're there. The defense is across from you, and the judge is like, you know, like podium, his kissing booth is in front of you guys, like it always is, you know. And the regular Judge Tony, like the cool Judge Tony, he's not in for the week, right? He got sick with tonsillitis, so he's out. He's out. Yeah, tonsillitis is very contagious. He's out, and they've called in an interim judge for these proceedings. So you're like there, and like, you know, the defense is there, the sports commentators are there. You're like waiting for a while.
Hey, what do you think? Okay, it's wild what you think court is like, but go ahead.
Well, hold on. So you're waiting there for like a while, right? Like you're like not like the longest time, but you're just like, you know, I swore like should have started by like the judge should have been here by now, you know, right? And,
Are
like,
they setting up the stage?
Hold on, let me finish. And and you're like looking across at the defense attorneys. They're like, yeah, I don't know what's happening. The murderer's there, and you're just like, I don't know what's happening either, guys. And then just like 15 to 20 minutes after it's been like a while, after like it should have started, smoke starts rising from behind the judge's booth, and like slowly he starts rising in a static position before he starts talking to you guys. And look one glance at him, and you're like pretty sure this judge is a Disney animatronic they wheeled in and is being puppeted behind.
No, not a Disney animatronic. It's just straight up Freddy Fazbear.
So during the court proceedings, do you make any move to try and find out whether to like confirm whether or not this is an animatronic, or do you just proceed with trial? Well,
I would ask for a brief recess, and in the kindest way possible, ask what the fuck that was.
during which more smoke arises from behind the judge's stage, and he like descends back down behind it slowly.
No, wait, I'm fucking talking. Get back here. You don't get to leave.
He's left already. Yeah, at any point when like fucking when court has even like paused for a moment, the judge descends back behind his podium.
I guess I just gonna have to accept this now.
You just kind of accept what's happening.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how real you
like,
can... Oh, go on.
Jury's already been set, Jeopardy's attached, what am I gonna do? Move for a mistrial on account of the judge might not be real?
Animatronic? That's what I'm saying. It's like, do you try to investigate and be like, is that fucking Freddy Fazbear in a wig? You know, I'm afraid to ask this because I feel like you won't take it seriously given the two questions I posed to you. But like, okay.
Oh no, those are completely serious questions.
It's so serious. But what's like the level of seriousness? Okay, as a lawyer, Stealth, who's like the judges above you, obviously, just in the fact that like they're like ruling on court proceedings and stuff like that. I guess you can call for mistrial on like jury and stuff like that, but what level of like shenanigans are you able to like go with before you're just like, this is no, I'm stopping everything right now. This is not happening. Like, how wacky can it get before you decide, okay, my sense of justice has outweighed my sense of humor, and I'm now taking control of the situation.
Well, a judge is not really going to allow the shenanigans.
No, that's
that you're talking about to happen.
That's what I'm saying, though. The judge is allowing it. Some shenanigans are happening, and the judge is stone-faced, acting like it is normal.
Then he's not going to grant my motion for mistrial. Like, if he's fully engaging in the bullshit, my attempts to escape the bullshit are not going to work.
So you can't. So
of course I'll try.
So you're saying if the judge is rolling with it, you as one of the lawyers just kind of have to be like, okay, I guess I have
strapped in.
So still, if on the day your honor has decided to let them cook, so still, the day of the trial. You show up, the defense shows up, the judge shows up, right? The jury starts walking into court. You notice among the 12 jurors, the last two are Sadler and Waldorf from the Muppet Show.
No, I leave them on. I think they'd be excellent. They'd be pro state. They'd be excellent jurors for me.
You'd be like, these guys get it. I mean, to be fair, I guess if there's anyone who's performing for the trial, it would be the defense. So they'd be just like, the only thing he's...
Well, no. In a criminal trial, defense does not have to put on any case.
No, they just have to defend against what the state is accusing.
They don't even have to do that. They can stand mute.
And they can just be like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's their right. Like, it's my job to prove every element beyond a reasonable doubt.
So, new trial. You come in, the judge comes in, the jury comes in, the the defense comes in, and you, as the prosecutor, are claiming that the newborn child on the defense is
What do you mean the newborn child?
the newborn child who
What?
is the defendant. They are the one being tried in court. And you are going along
Okay, there's so
with
many
it.
reasons why this wouldn't happen.
But you, as the prosecutor, you stealth the real human being, get up there, and you are presenting your case as to why the newborn child committed an act of homicide. The judge isn't stopping it. The jury is listening intently. The defense can just sit there and look at the jury being like, this is a newborn child that could have committed homicide 20 years ago. That they can just do that as
So it's a cold case too. Okay.
yes. They think that and they think the infant did it for shockingly solid evidence.
We are in America.
Yeah. So Childish Gambino, where are you when we need you? I know nothing about Childish Gambino. Much like Jennifer Coolidge, I only know about him because he showed up in the Minecraft movie. After that, I heard nothing from him. Stealth, I don't know if you're looking at stream right now, but...
Yeah.
Okay. Out of curiosity, like, this is just a sketch, but out of curiosity, is like, I kind of like this more, but what do you think about this alternative? Like, this is the one we worked on before. This is the new one.
I have stream delay, so.
Gotcha.
Which one? Okay, so what's the difference between the two of them? One of them's black and white and the other one's not?
No, one of them is just kind of like more so one of the main differences here is that, like, for example, like the slits on the, like, this is me basically like trying to do a new style and hoping it works out better for the cards. I do kind of like this more already.
Okay, no, hold on.
Yeah.
I
Because, like, so this is what I'm talking about with the Monster Hunter icons. In this first attempt, I kind of went back on that a bit, and I, like, added little details, and I did, like, the eyes come to, like, slits and everything. Whereas this one, like, it is purely straight lines, 45-degree angles, and, like, even the edges of the eyes come to, like, more, like, rounder geometric ends, as opposed to, like, pointed ends. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. So, because I feel like if I go, like, it can be hard to do this, but that's kind of one reason I think it's worth pursuing. Because, like, if I'm doing this, like, why not just draw the card, you know? Like a magic card or what have you. So that's kind of one reason I'm redoing it. But I didn't know if you had any thoughts on either or. So,
do know what to influence your decision.
That's fair. I think I'll keep going with this one. And, like, I mean, the weird light effects on this one are better, but that's just because this is the sketch right now, so we will get to drawing it properly. Well, let's do that right now. My brain was still running on, like, the bit of Court going wacky and you, poor Stealth, having to deal with it. I mean, it made me think of the Pymations. Shout out Pymations, unless they've done something awful recently. I hope not. The Pymations video where Gordon Ramsay forces two guys to be in a reality show. And only one of them is really aware of the fact that Gordon Ramsay is forcing them to be in a reality show while the other is just going along with it. And it just made me think of, like, you in court and the judge is behind his stand, and as you're talking, he starts grilling a bocce meal, and, like, then he's just like, if you want to win, catch the shrimp, and he throws shrimp at you.
I'm diving for that shit.
Like, everything looks normal, and he just pulls out a spatula, and you hear sizzling behind the stand.
Yeah, no, I don't care. Like, if we're at that level of bullshit, like, there's nothing I can do at that point. I'm going to catch the shrimp in my mouth.
That is like fully an Eric Andre bit where like in some way off camera something insane has started to happen, which you've only noticed because they've kind of broken the illusion a bit. And honestly, I'm here for it. So good times in court.
Only in your fucking brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have talked. I think we talked on stream before about you watching a bunch of the Adventures animatics, which is also all I've seen of that, and I do want to watch the campaign. But there's so much to. I finished Go Kiger this week. Like now there's like 49 other Sentai to watch. But what was I thinking of?
Are they all super?
As far as I'm aware. What was I just thinking of? But yeah, I was watching. They've released some of the compilations recently, where it's just like all of them in order as the show happens. I was watching one. There's a bit about Blue Jay Simpson and his trial.
He's out now. What are we gonna do?
He's out now. We're not safe. My waifu material, you could be Stitch. You have to, if that's what you want to be, you have to believe it in your heart. But yeah, I finished Go Kiger this weekend, and I like it. I'm not sure if I'd recommend it to someone else for like their first like Power Rangers or Sentai experience, because even though you definitely don't need to know anything about the previous Sentai seasons. Why is this an emote? What is it an emote of? Toilet paper? Just in case you need toilet paper. Like, so many of the episodes revolve around previous Sentai showing up with, like, to be clear, no explanation. And I looked up on the wiki. Outside of Go Kiger, every Sentai typically is like understood to take place in its own world, because there are several different Sentai that have different explanations for how the dinosaurs went extinct. So those can't all be true, unless the dinosaurs went extinct 5 times, which is cruel and unusual. But
unusual.
Those are just thinking of. So like to some degree that did, I don't want to say it hampered my enjoyment, but I was just like, I wish more of the episodes focused on just like the Go Kigers, because the episodes that did do that or like had another Sentai in it but were still like very well written around the main cast, those were super good. So I can understand anyone who's like, that's my favorite, because I like Sentai in general, and that one is like a celebration plus the main cast is good. So that's fair.
Celebration.
And plus, like, I'm excited to get on to ToQger, because just looking at those guys makes me happy. I love all their colors, their trains, their penis mech. Like, I love the home base of the Go Kigers. As far as a pirate spaceship goes, they did a great job with it. So. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. Good work, Go Kigers. So long, Space Cowboy.
Goodbye.
There was the one with animals and orbs. Well, that's just, I think you're just describing Pokemon. There could be orbs animals. I know one of the ones, the one I want to watch after ToQger is Zoo Ranger. Not, is it Zoo Ranger? No, it's Q Ranger. Zoo Rangers is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And that one has like orb-based transformations because they're stars and planets.
Power Ranger.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I agree. It's got a sick theme song. If there is one, I think if there is no other Power Ranger season that can claim its like aesthetic and what it was doing over Sentai, it is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Because I remember seeing people, I'm like, I only do like very cursory level research, but people being like, yeah, Zoo Ranger isn't really that good. So at that point, why not just give it all to the Power Rangers? So now, should the Power Rangers do more than just Mighty Morphing when they do like new stuff? Yes, but I'm not gonna complain when they do Mighty Morphin because it's like those are the Power Rangers.
Should Digimon do more than the original Adventure Children whenever they do something new? Yes.
Do they not do that?
Am I going? Well, like they keep. There was a period in the anime whenever it was just like Digimon Adventure Try, Digimon Adventure 2020, and then so on and so forth.
Gotcha.
Digimon Adventure Last Evolution Kizuna.
More. Name more.
Yeah. Not that I don't like adventure content, because obviously I do, but it has diminishing returns. Like the more you explore with these characters, the less I like the direction you're taking them.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I feel like, and this is kind of something I pointed out with like just general creature stuff, which is like, I mean, I guess this is kind of the opposite route, but because I was saying before in general creature catching and battling franchises that so many of the franchises are just like, we have to constantly be expanding, which, you know, worked out really well for the Roman Empire. And I was like, I think you should just like explore the world you've created more. And the same goes for like nostalgia bait, with like having to constantly rehash like the original cast of characters people like so much or what have you. Purely because like something I think executives don't get for many reasons is that one of the, and like to be fair, sometimes fans don't get it because they're not the storytellers, you know. But like one of the things that can make a story so good is the way it ends. So if you just keep it going, it won't be good. So like if you want to keep the franchise going, you can end one story and then pick up a new one somewhere else in the world that exists, as long as you haven't just like, I don't know, fully fucked over the world with the original one. If that's the case, time for a reboot and do better next time. But, you know, like, yeah, there's some risk in that, but if you risk ruining the original character, like it's the same risk you do with like when you do the, you know,
when you do the twist.
When not that, you literally were asking for twist a minute ago. When you do, yeah, when you do the nostalgia bait stuff. If you ruin the original cast of characters, then no one's gonna fucking want to see any. Does anyone want more Charizard? No. So, even Charizard fans are fine with no more Charizard.
Too bad, you're getting Charizard Z and Charizard A.
You know for a fact that's going to be in the DLC, and like I was literally saying I'm not going to trash on ZA right now, but you like fucking I don't think that's going to get more people to buy the game. I'll say that much.
Oh, no, Cahill, it definitely will. People fucking love their lizard.
Uh-huh. Good for them.
And look,
yes.
Charizard's cool and all. He just gets a lot of play.
Yes. Charizard's good, but he's also just like he is the non-dragon Pokemon. Real cool. He's a starter, great, but I mean fucking Feraligatr should have gotten more love a while ago for many reasons, so.
And then they fucking turn him into a toilet.
I wouldn't say that, but they could have done more with the idea of like he turns back into Totodile for his evolution. Because I was literally about to say, like, kind of credit to them in trying to make a band-aid for it. Like, Totodile's line isn't the same way in Oshawott in that it throws the whole aesthetic out. But, like, you get Totodile, he's, like, the best fucking starter in Johto. Fight me about it. He's adorable. Have you seen him?
Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil's pretty good. I'm just a Totodile boy.
Yeah.
He turns into Croconaw, and like Croconaw is no Totodile, but he's like a chunky caveman crocodile now, and you're like, this is pretty cool. I like where this is going. And then turns into Feraligatr, and you're like, this is nothing. This is like roughly kind of Totodile aesthetic on a bigger body, I guess, but it's not doing much if we're being real about it. So I can. Mega Evolution could have fixed that.
The answer was not to make him a toilet, though.
So the only reason I'm not trashing
He
on.
looks like
Go on.
I was just gonna say he literally looks like a toilet seat. Like he's got the little, like the folding part in the back that goes over the head.
I immediately clock where you're coming from. I'm just like, kinda, I guess. There are other things that look like a toilet, but I was saying I don't want to.
Mega, what's his face? Victory Ball.
Oh my lord. I don't really want to trash on ZA at the moment because like, Game Freak deserves it, but there are people enjoying the game, and I'm really not going to take it away from them because I spent so much of the build up, and so did others, being just like, hey, it's not looking great, and then Time Stranger came out and just dunked on it so hard, even before it came out, which is saying something. Everyone just knew. Everyone knew it's like, oh, it's over. It's over. But I'm just like, listen, the people who bought the game know exactly what's going on. I'm not gonna ruin their fun about it, just so I can like criticize it more. Everyone's already doing that, so. And here's the thing, because me and Stealth will disagree a lot on like, you know, like. I don't want to use this term because of historical context, but like boycotting, like the idea behind that and how effective it is. But I will say, they won't care if people think the new Pokemon game is bad. If it still makes them $1 trillion, like they'll be like, yeah, but it worked. So.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. If the people who bought it understand what's happening and more people didn't buy it than not, then like that's what matters. And if that ship has already sailed, then what are you gonna do? So Pokemon will be fine. Like it's gonna be fine, so I think you had another thing to say as I was finishing my thought. So please, Stealth, I implore you. What was it?
Oh no, we disagree on the effectiveness, but if you're doing it to take a moral standing in something, I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
Like that's.
I think my larger point is, because whether or not I think you aren't trying to say this, the reality is just that boycotts are harder to organize and enforce than, they made it seem like when you were in school learning about them, which is why. There's probably less successful ones than than successful ones, but again, my point at the end of the day is more so just like the only thing they'll care about is if the game is selling. So if it's not, then they'll change. But if it is, then I don't know. I'm not gonna. What's the point in criticizing it at that point? So that they can be like, okay.
And there's enough people that are just like, oh my god, yes, finally, a Pokemon game that's basically shed what it is to be something that's not turn-based.
Yeah, so.
I love this.
I love this.
And I will disagree with them to the ends of the earth, but like, there'll be enough people that buy it that they're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Like, I think Legends Arceus was, like, probably the worst selling Switch Pokemon game, if I recall correctly.
Was it? Because I always hear it's the best Pokemon game on the Switch, so that's kind of shocking to me. So, I know you don't think that, but...
But there was enough, but even with that, there was enough to where they made another one. So.
Yeah, so... Again, it's Pokemon. They'll be fine. For a good... the next 10 years could be the same with this, and it's just like, it's Pokemon, so... That's why I'm hoping just if I don't necessarily wish doom upon Pokemon, I just wish success upon Digimon, because they're out here doing wild things, and they have been for a while, but with their newest games, they're really showing it off, looking pretty and everything. I definitely talked about this on stream, but I'll say it again. I remember the original the Time Stranger trailer on like a direct when it was announced, and just like photorealistic city exploding, and then it's like Digimon, and everyone's like, what the fuck? Hello? So it definitely, it's good marketing on that end. It got everyone's attention, that's for sure.
Yeah, it sold less than like it sold less than Let's Go, and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
Arceus?
Let's see, Scarlet
Okay.
Violet, Sword and Shield. Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Time Stranger for a minute, and I was like, I hope not. I've seen a lot of people talking about Time Stranger and saying good things, so I hope that's selling like gangbusters.
I mean, I think like Time Stranger just crested 10 million, so it's a bit
Yeah.
far behind. But like also, Arceus has been out longer.
Oh yeah,
So-
well, I'm not gonna compare it to a game that's been games that have been out for a while. It literally just came out. And honestly, it is facing more competition than a lot of those games you have mentioned, because none of them had to go up against other creature collectors, really, not on the same scale. But yeah, I think I mentioned, I already got Silk Song and haven't played it. And I would love just to buy games to reinforce, both when I think I would like them and to reinforce good business practices, but I would be broke. So, actually, that being said, I saw someone in Discord today talking about food banks, just because in America a lot of social services, the few we fucking have, are out with the shutdown. And you know, the longer that goes on, the less they work. So, if you would consider if you want to do some good, spend money on doing some good out there, getting stuff for your local food bank, looking that up, everything, it would probably be
The people
pretty
can live.
cool. Yeah, exactly. So, I need to do some research. I need to get my OLED changed tomorrow, so I'll probably do that then. Remember to Google things. Google. I know for a fact, one of my tires has been like wonky for a minute, and I'm just like, I'm just trying to get by, man. If you tell me one of my tires, it's like it has a weird like, it has a weird. That makes it sound worse than it is. It has like a little thing on one of the tires, and I'm just like, I know from stories from other people, if I take this thing in saying, hey, this one tire's a little weird, they're going to say, get 4 new tires from us, and I'll be like, I'd rather kill myself. Like, just no, I'm not going to buy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy.
We were talking about one tire. We were getting one tire.
Like fucking just
Puts four on your car anyway.
I know exactly. It's just like, hey, that's going to cost way too much, because who knows what reason you've drummed up for that. And I only, again, can't stress enough, only need one replacement. And they're gonna be like, well, we only do 4 tires, and I'm gonna be like,
What do you mean? You could literally just
I know.
not do that.
No, they have reasons. They're bad reasons, but they're reasons. Fucking, like, these, again, this is stuff I've heard, and I'm just like, if it's like a little thing, like, if it's one thing, if it's just like, hey, your one tire's a little, like, little weird, it's different from the rest. I'm like, okay, is it working? I drive for like 5 minutes every day. I just need it to work for that long. Then I'm gonna be. I have literally. I'm not stressing about it, because literally one time, I went out to my car. Guess what? Tire deflated because I ran over a very long nail while driving it, and I got home with that. Didn't even notice it, and left it for long enough that the entire tire was gone. So I like, knock on wood, it's gonna be fine. I already know they're gonna do that when I'm getting my oil changed, and probably say like 1 or 2 other things, and I'm like, oh goodness. But I gotta block out some of it, because I'm not a Cars person. I like Cars in the movie, and also in like in racing. I think cars are neat as vehicles for sport. Made transportation. Ugh. Give me delicious trains. Where are my trains? Where are my planes, trains, and automobiles? I would love to buy acres and acres of forest and then play one campsite on it where no one knows where it is. Because I used to go camping with my family, and I would wake up watching TV in our little camping trailer, and that was like the best time ever. I fucking loved doing that. So if I could do that again, and not have anyone come bother me while I'm doing that, that would be the best thing. So I would have a little golf cart, and when someone wants to visit me, I will meet them at the edge of the woods at a designated location, blindfold them, and then bring them back to where I'm living. Stealth, would you live in the middle of the woods with good internet?
Yeah, but I don't think that's such a thing.
What, good internet in the middle of the woods?
Yes.
You need a very large antenna, or even larger cable. So, do you know how sharks eat cables?
I didn't know that, but I believe it.
So there's a lot of underwater infrastructure in the world that connects continents via underwater cables, alright? Every now and then there are outages because deep sea sharks find the cables and go, well, the only way I can learn about this thing is by chewing it in my mouth. So I'm going to do that for a while. And that is a consistent and active problem in the world. In terms of global infrastructure.
I understand that.
I was just going.
That's a good way to learn about things.
Yeah. Well, they don't got arms, so they can only use their teeth. I was just going to say, do you think that if I put like a big like internet cable in the woods, I'd be like checking on it one day and I'd find just like a shark out of the water chewing on it and being like, hey, what's going on?
He's got a little shark leg.
He's got grow little, there's very tiny ones under there, so you could get to the cables. Delicious, delicious internet cables. Hey, I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. I'm still not tired of Third Sanctuary. This song is a bop. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, you got it. It was on that part. Lord, I wish I could listen to Vocaloid songs on stream. That would be great too. But those are definitely going to fall under copyright somewhere. And even if the creators are cool, they're too. It's not like I can't message Miku and Teto directly. They're busy, so I'd have to message the producers of those songs, and there's a lot of them. So, then some of them will say no, definitely. So.
Wow.
Wow. Jamie Page, please let me listen to Bird Brain. Let me listen to Bird Brain on stream. Please, Jamie Page. Everyone go listen to Bird Brain. I mean, I falter on a fourth thought. I keep on running, like a chicken, with my head cut off. Rest of song. Stealth, who is your favorite Vocaloid? Name them now.
That one.
Pink. What did you say? Pink.
We'll use a wind claw, that's mean. Oh, Ruthless Charge is more mean. Ow.
Damn. Giga Impact. This fucking body slam. Is there like a... Because I know for a fact it's not like Pokemon in the move pool kind of side of things. Especially since like every Digimon has a signature move. Is there like a basic one that all Digimon have, or it's just like, oh, fucking hit them, hit them with like your fist or whatever, like your appendages?
Well, those are your attachment moves.
Gotcha. They don't cost anything in way of like MP or what have you in there.
No, they do.
They do. Okay. There's like no attack.
You have a basic attack.
That
doesn't count. That doesn't use anything.
Gotcha. That's what I was asking.
It's just called attack.
That's what I was asking. Are there some Digimon where they are like, it's just like, yeah, you attack, hit hit them, you know, where it's just like I could use a special move with you, but you're a big boy. You're a big boy with a big sword. Go hit him. Hit him with your big sword. Any Digimon like that?
Hey Digimon, hey Digimon.
Hey Digimon. Digimon, go! Go, Mr. Digimon. Wouldn't it be possible for there... I mean, this probably already exists, and it's like one of the god Digimon or what have you. But wouldn't it be possible, since Digimon are made of data of different subjects, that fucking, like, there'd be a Digimon about Digimon somewhere?
Digimon.
That's what I was going to call it that, but then you'd be like, well, fucking you'd be like, no, that's actually Old Testament Godmon, the god of all Digimon, and I'd be like, oh. Obelisk the Tormentor.
Abibus.
Yeah. It is my headcanon that the reason, like, at least Exodia is kind of fucking, you know, Exodia is kind of meta now, but the reason like the guide cards and like Exodia wouldn't be meta in any Yu-Gi-Oh format is because are you? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you the Pharaoh? I didn't realize you were the Pharaoh, and that the god cards listen to you and just do whatever you want. I didn't realize that. So interesting. Nice to meet you, Mr. Pharaoh. There is a video online of someone summoning all 3 god cards and then getting Exodia in one turn on Master Duel. I don't know if that was an online duel or if they're just like, I fucking designed this deck, time to load up a training simulation 10 times until I get it. But it's a cool thing they were able to do, so. I want to get more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Among which, I'd love to get the gadget cards and Alpha, Gamma. Is it Alpha, Gamma, and Beta? The little magnet warriors. Yeah, the magnet warriors. Those guys are great. Just a little gadget deck, you know? They're real cool.
You'll go gadget big man.
Yeah.
Hello, big man.
Big man. Aren't the gadgets considered part of like the fucking ancient gear archetype kinda? Because I know there's ancient gear gadget that bridges the two. It's weird. Yu-Gi-Oh's weird. Who would have guessed? You guessed?
Yeah.
You win a prize.
What's that? Is it fucking Shikoamon's weird ass?
I don't know who that is. He sounds weird.
He is.
Lord, speaking of, I completely forgot about this. Different Discord conversation I had today, because life is a mind-numbing hellscape, and if I'm going to be forced to run around all the time doing random tasks, I'm going to talk to the funny gay people I have on my phone, because one Discord I was in was just talking about intersections for whatever reason, during which conversation they brought up the Nazca lines, and someone did immediately talk about like Yu-Gi-Oh 5Ds and stuff.
Whoa.
I do like what they do with that, you know, because as I mentioned before, like Duel Monsters didn't shrink from its use of real Egyptian mythology where it had it, so them grounding 5Ds in a kind of real Southern American mythology was pretty neat. I don't actually know what country are the Nazca lines in. Time to Google it. My phone is thinking. Let's all give it a minute.
He's doing better than me.
Yo, who even thinks anymore?
Not I.
Me in the future, when they're selling brain replacements for $5. Collection of ancient geoglyphs in the desert of southern Peru. Stealth, do you want to go on to southern Peru with me?
No.
Why not?
The blings.
Well, we could drive. We could drive through Mexico and Central America. Famously a safe thing to do.
An idea.
I have objections. But Mr.
Frankly, it's not my objections that will matter in the long run.
But Mr. Cartel Man, we just wanted to see the Nazca lines. Oh, why didn't you say so? Go right ahead. So what if we went on a funny buddy adventure where we made friends with a bunch of cartel members on our wacky trip to see the Nazca lines?
It would be funny and or wacky.
Hey,
Almost as...
go on.
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
No, I want you to finish your bit. Finish your bit, funny man.
Oh, no.
Okay. I was just gonna say, you know the rules around here. All bubble-blowing babies will be beaten senseless by every able-bodied member in the bar. SpongeBob movie's good. SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy, Squidward. I love hearing you click furiously. I don't know what, like, mechanic in Time Stranger requires that, but...
Oh, you can hear that? I'm sorry. I'm like in the evolution menu right now, tapping in, tapping out.
Honestly, you're good. I like it. I don't like when people are just like, I'm so sorry for like my keyboard noises. It's just like, no, that shit's ASMR, but not cringe or anything. You know, not that ASMR is cringe. I jest. It's just, you know, it is legitimately just like that. That is the sound of people doing the thing that you are watching. So I was just thinking of like a little Digimon mini game where you have to have like Seraphimon like jump over boxes or something. It's like, come on, come on. An odd mini game to be sure, but. Wingdramon.
Sonic Riff.
Would you like buffalo wings?
Oh.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
I have Shangri-Man already. And honestly, I have all these. So.
All these nuts. Oh, I got you. Oh, now you have to kiss me.
Okay.
Alright. I'll play your game, Magic Man. Alright. I did a bad job with that, actually. I'm bad at my job. Bad at my art job.
Uh-oh.
But I forgot how to draw hexahedron. Dodecahedron. Did you ever read The Phantom Tollbooth in school stuff or nah? It's like a story about a kid who gets bored, so he gets in his little car and he starts driving, and then all of a sudden there's a toll booth there, and he goes through it and he goes on a wacky adventure in a Wonderland-esque scenario. Also, I have a good sleep stitch. So do they read in Texas? Think carefully.
My answer off rip was gonna be, yeah, the Bible.
I understand your hesitation now. That makes far more sense than you being like, I don't want to offend Texans, of which you are, so... I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad.
And since you know how horrid the media literacy is here, they take all the wrong messages from it.
Of course they do. Oh, of course they do. Yo, listen, I'm not the type of person. Okay, this is gonna. this is gonna sound weird. But just give me a second. There's a lot of messages in that book people just skip over because they want to use it as a reason to do stuff. I don't know what message, admittedly, Job's wife turning into a pillar of salt is supposed to send. But maybe one day I'll figure that out. Yummy, yummy wife. Yummy. How are you making the sounds of you licking up Job's wife from the ground? Just one of the people evacuating the city is gonna be like, ooh! It's off of the ground from the salt. Honestly, I just think that's a... If nothing else, that's probably just like, hey... curiosity killed the cat. When you see, when something is exploding behind you, don't go back towards it, please. Thank you. And you would think you didn't have to write that down somewhere. People continue to show that you do, in fact, have to teach that lesson to them. So, yeah. I can't think of like a specific recent example, but you know for a fact that someone has been like...
Explosion.
Exactly. Ooh, fire. Fucking caveman energy. Crocodile energy.
I like that guy.
I like that guy too. Crocodile's great.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, I will say this. Meganium deserves better. Because I like Chikorita.
Wait, you don't like its airplane pillows?
No, I don't like to be clear, when I was little, there's this little artist Cahill, and I've done this before. I was like, I don't really like megas. They're just taking these old good designs and just being like, it's new now by fucking gluing shit onto it. That's not great. And like, some megas are good, some aren't. Fucking, whether any of the new ones are good or bad, who cares? Meganium's isn't, because it's just fucking Meganium with like 2 more flowers pasted onto its neck. And it's just like, you like it now.
Someone was playing ring toss with Meganium and then they just made it a thing.
And it was like, oh, this is good. This should be in the next game. So, again, not even me criticizing the game. I'm saying Chikorita fans, you deserve better than, 1, having it be the starter in a game where it is objectively the worst choice on several levels, and 2, having its mega be like not at all a redesign at all, even a little bit. So, Mega Meganium could be like one of those spot the differences puzzles where it's like, which one is the real Meganium?
Nope, that one's a toilet. Try again.
Try again. So, I'm so sorry, Chikorita. You are very good. You deserve the best.
Yeah, Chikorita is cute.
Fucking, that's what we need. We're getting remakes. I'm heading them this time, and we're gonna put Chikorita in a region where it will be appreciated. So.
Were you gonna sit it next to make that happen?
Well, I'll fucking... Let's see. So... I mean... I just mean as, like, okay for the story playthrough, and then if you want to have it on any kind of competitive team or what have you after that, well, that's up to you. Make the Pokemon... First off, if I was developing a Pokemon game, I would definitely have it where it'd be like... Because that's what I'm trying to do with this game. Where it's like, everything has its niche. you can run it if you want, like as a tool in your toolkit, as much as like a Pokemon team member can like fill any role. That would be how I'd be doing it, right? So if I guess, like for me, putting Chikorita in a game would mean basically giving it like the Bulbasaur treatment. It's like the first two gyms are like rock and water, and it's like, well, fucking, if I want to sprint through the early game, Chikorita it is. So as to what the fire and water starters would be from there, let me think. What are I don't want to trash on any water and fire starters being like these are the bad ones. Honestly, I do kind of feel like Tepig is like, there's lots of people who like
fairly
Tepig.
evenly matched.
Yeah, it's like, but as far as just like an evolution line, like it's not necessarily, it's not like it's not like it's not Charizard where you go from a salamander to a literal fire breathing dragon, you know? It's like, it is a pig, it now becomes a bigger pig. Good job. So
I'm gonna be honest,
go on.
Flight Coco is cute,
Mm-hmm.
but everything after it, nah.
I like Skeledirge. The face is a little busy, but I'm like, no, it's chill, it's whatever. That middle stage, whose name escapes me completely, I'm just like, I don't understand why.
Is it Crocodile or something like that?
Something like that. I don't understand why it has a sombrero. That seems out of left field if you're asking me. So, also, I get this, and hey, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the first time I've ever realized this on stream live. I just realized the middle stage, who I'm not going to say the name that Stealth said because I don't know if that's accurate, and I'm not going to double down on that.
It's Crocodile.
It has an egg on its head, making the top part of its sombrero, because then Skeledirge has a little ghost bird on its snout. That doesn't make... It doesn't really go. It doesn't really... I like the fact that this is the first time I'm like, oh, that's how it is. Not great. I would prefer if it'd be like the first...
Yeah, it is Crocodile. I was right.
Gotcha. I'd prefer if it had been like the first, rather than doing that, be the first starter to have a thing like Remobra. I forget what the actor is. It's not Remora. That's the real animal. But you get what I'm saying.
Remoraid.
Remoraid. Yes, Remoraid. Because like there's a few Pokemon where it's like it has another Pokemon on it. Like the Slowbro, classic example, etc., etc.
I long for beta. I long for beta Remoraid.
Gun Remoraid.
Yeah. Gun into tank.
You are completely valid for that. I like current Remoraid and Octillery, but yeah, it's like they clearly had a more unique, like kind of like themed concept, and they put it aside because children's game.
It's the Digimon fan in me that wants to see it.
You're completely fair. At the very least, you're able to recognize your bias and not just like be like, no, gun Pokemon is cool. It's like, no, there is gun Pokemon. That's Digimons. And
Remoraid and Octillery are great designs for Pokemon. I know I'm wrong here.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You want a different aesthetic, and it does exist somewhere else, but you just want to be like, let me just take this and put it in this one, so that way I can have the best of both of them, please. I'm begging you.
And it's kind of similar to like how Ceruledge and Armarouge, those are Mega Man characters.
They would be great, in Mega Man 12, if that ever happens. Like fucking.
If Mighty Number 9 was good, those two would be right at home there.
They'd be like they'd be a fucking double boss fight you had to do, and it would be great. But they are just kind of dudes in Pokemon, which that's been they've been doing. So. Stealth, was I asking you? Because I think I literally saw a TikTok about this also. Was I asking you about relationships in Digimon, in like that there are like so there far way more than even Pokemon. Some Digimon are just people, you know, like. Is it?
Well, yeah, there's a lot. There's like a fuck ton of humanoid Digimon.
Yeah, and how many of them are married to people?
None that I'm aware of.
Gotcha. What would you do if that was in the next Digimon game?
Be somewhat uncomfortable, but then also wonder why. Because
why
like,
they would go out of their way to
Dear
point.
Sentient,
Yeah.
No, well, why I would have to question why I'm uncomfortable with it because they're also sentient.
This is what I'm saying. It's bad when they're like the thing about Digimon, and I pointed this out before, and this is not because I want to have a relationship with Digimon. I don't have any attachment to most of them. All right, I watched one show with Stealth so far, and we need to watch more. But conversely, if a Digimon grows up like a human, it starts like a little dinosaur or something like that, right? But by the time they're both adults, they're both humanoid adult things, which are sapient. So it's like, at that point, what's stopping anyone, truly? Outside of the fact that they are fictional creatures made for a children's franchise. But that's besides the point. Yeah, forget if we talk about that on stream. I definitely have. I asked that question once, saw it on a TikTok, and I was like, this is what I'm saying.
And then you have like the Sinnoh lore of that being the actual case of Pokemon.
Word. Lord. Pokemon said, let's dig this hole deeper and release some of the weirdest fucking old files we have. Quickly.
Which I wonder if Legends Arceus is coming out and then just like going fully back on literally every bit of Sinnoh lore that was existing in that point was an effort to erase that. Actually,
I said, we gotta make this disappear.
because it really just like you shed on the existing lore, and I didn't think of that as a possible reason as to why they were maybe retconning that.
No. Well, was that? I mean, I don't know if that was existing lore as much as it was like internal documents they had about just like, this is maybe a Pokemon thing, and they're like, well, clearly we can't do that, and then someone was like, all right, I'll put it in a drawer.
I mean, it was in the Candlelight Library.
Uh-oh. I did not know. I thought that was from like beta documents and shit.
Oh no, what you're talking about is different.
Oh, okay.
What you're talking about is worse than.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I wasn't getting into specifics, but I know those were related to the Sinnoh games and what have you, so.
Gekkomon.
Gekko.
Not to be confused with Gekkomon.
Is that? Oh, isn't one of them the new one?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And which one is Gekkomon?
The one with the one that's Gekkomon.
Okay. And which one's Gekkomon?
The one that's Gekkomon.
Oh, okay. My bad. You're right. No stealth. No stealth. You're right. I fucked up. I'm sorry. Could you ever forgive me?
It's okay.
I appreciate it.
You look. Everyone learns and grows, much like Gekkomon. Not to be confused with Gekkomon.
Who will also learn and grow, but not in the same way that Gekkomon will.
Yeah.
But Gecko, okay, so here, drop the bit, because otherwise we will get lost in a hole we will never get out of. But Gekkomon is the name of the new guy, the new, like, mascot from the new show, right?
That one's with 2 Ks.
Yeah. And they didn't name it Chameleon Mon? Is there definitely already a Chameleon Mon?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
great.
an armor evolution.
So, there was truly no winning. They said, fuck it. I don't know what to do anymore, man. There's only so many words. For lizard.
Tokage.
Gokai. Change. I was literally thinking about this as I was watching the finale. The Gokaigers would be like some of the most annoying fucking like just heroes to fight. I don't care about power scaling your Power Rangers or Sentai or what have you. The Gokaigers constantly changing between 35 different superheroes every single second they're fighting you would drive anyone insane while they were doing it. So it's kind of busted. And I know for a fact there are spin-offs where they get Kamen Rider powers too, so that makes it far worse.
Okay, so I've beaten Lord Nightmon, Dynasmon, Leopardmon, well, Duffmon, Gangmon, Jesmon, Gankumon, Pixelmon, Magnamon.
Have you beaten McDonald's Mon?
No, we have McDonald's Mon at home.
Oh, dang it. So close and yet so far. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm very excited to see a more self-contained Sentai. Even if it means I don't get to see them do a wacky transformation every 5 minutes. So I'm not like super.
Wow, he really just used that 3 times in a row. That's toxic.
What did he use 3 times in a row?
Ah!
What's up?
That's rough. You just leveled my party.
Ooh.
Okay, we come back from these though.
Doing some organization. You won one image.
One.
One. Sonicmon. I saw the face of God, and I don't like what it looked like. I have data on everything you said about Sonic online, and I am in pain. Wow. These guys look tough. In order to beat them, I'll have to become Sonic. Unleashed.
You.
I've definitely asked Self's favorite Sonic character before, and I don't think he said Big the Cat, but that's who I'm thinking of, and that's what I will go.
No, that's,
I'm
that's
correct.
him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good choice. You know, if there's one thing I hope happens in like next Sonic game, because of, you know, Frontiers and what have you, I hope it's that we get more fishing mini games with Big. That'd be good. I'd be happy. Froggy? What's the last game Froggy was in, though? Was it just Adventure 1? Was it just like, here's Big?
Was Adventure 1 before or after Heroes?
It was before.
Okay, so Heroes then.
Yeah.
This is the last time I remember actually seeing Froggy.
Gotcha. Has anyone seen anything about Froggy? Hiya, Paula. You got it. One parrot coming up. Let's see. Where's my PNG of Froggy? There we go. Apologies to Pokemon fan. Have bisexual toucan. Remember when the games were good. I do like... I know Stealth doesn't like the Ultra Beast. I appreciate them and that. Yeah, they're not necessarily like your typical Pokemon designs, but like they're aliens from another dimension. Guardian deities, I like those guys though. They're pretty neat. The fact that they're all based off different like tikis and then they stack together to be big tiki. I'm down for that. So.
Oh.
You don't like big tiki stuff?
Oh, I just got hit by something that fucking decreased my accuracy team-wide and
Oh.
eradicated both my health and SP.
Lord, you know, if I don't know if they still do this. They might. Fucking any Pokemon battle, because there's at least in older games, there's definitely always one where it's just like, what this enemy will do is fucking spam an attack, and you will not be able to hit them very quickly. So, I guess in Gen 1, more so than the standout would be Koga, using fucking Minimize. He said, get it? Because I'm a ninja. And I was like, I fucking hate this.
I get it and still don't like you.
Aesthetic does not excuse shitty gameplay. I would still go. Is Crystal better from Gen 2? And I think it is, from what I've heard, in the way that Yellow is better than Gen 1. Because I'd like to play some Crystal. Jarvis, pull up Pokemon Crystal. Sir, you don't own a Game Boy cartridge. Very funny, Jarvis. The usual sight. Hot singles in your area. And then Pokemon. Self, I have a new question for you.
I'm sure you do.
Okay, so you meet a nice guy, right? He's great. You get along fantastically. All right.
Okay.
You go back to his place. Everything's going great, and he's like, "Let me go slip into something more comfortable." You know, the way guys say that on a date. He comes back.
And to be clear, this is still a first one, right?
You've known each other for a minute now. You've been like talking, and like maybe this is the second or third date, you know.
Okay.
And this is like only like the second time. Like you've not been to his place often. He says, "Let me go slip into something more comfortable." You're hanging out. You're waiting for him. He comes back. He's in Victory Bell cosplay, just like what?
Full what?
Victory Belt cosplay. Like he's just a Victory Belt with legs sticking out from the bottom. What's your gut response to that?
How the fuck is that more comfortable? What are you on about?
There is no way it's not wildly overheated in that thing. I'm just imagining like the like the little leaf like flapping close every time he takes a step, and that makes me very happy. Alrighty, I like what we got going here. I do think of this as an improvement, actually. So fingers crossed, the general public sees it as that. I don't know. Who knows if anyone will care in the long run, you know, like in the year 3005. At that point, I will be, I don't know what I'll be doing. Stealth, you got any plans for the year of 3005?
To be dead for a long time.
Damn. What, Stealth, what if I don't...
You said 3005?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stealth, what if I want to do something? You're just gonna leave me hanging?
I don't know how you managed to live that long. It's impressive, honestly.
You know, carrots. That's all I gotta say. Doctors hate him. Find out how this guy lived to the year 3005 to discover time travel and come back in time so that more doctors could hate him. Doctors hate this guy. If you've seen the local doctor puncher anywhere, please call the police. I'm glad that one made you laugh. Just the fucking at a doctor's appointment, some guy walks in, punches the doctor, and runs out. Hey, stop him! Actually, I might be onto something. No, I just have to wipe my eyes out because of allergies. Allergies suck. Hey, chat, remember, have a perfect immune system. That's, trust me.
If not, skill issue.
I don't think we want to be saying that. Still said, no, I'm committing.
Don't hit me with the victory saber. Don't hit me with the victory saber, please.
Oh, are they gonna hit you with the victory saber?
I think so. I wish they wouldn't.
So I wish you would.
Skill issue, honestly.
On your part or on his part?
My part, getting hit by the victory saber.
Dodge. I tried, Father. Lord, the only thing that has made me want to try fucking Pokemon TCG
Medieval Galtmon, you could never disappoint me.
is terminal montage animations, because they are funny. I mean, this is gonna end up looking pretty similar. I don't know. What aspect ratio is a padlock? That should be an autocomplete on Google, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty square, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I think I was right doing just the good old square.
I now invoke gun.
Gun, go! Stop victory saber!
That is correct to remain loyal to you, Medieval Galtmon.
Thank you, Father. I do my best. Crash Bandicoot Mon. Wow!
He was my Wizardmon.
Oh, medieval. Oh, yeah, you're right. You showed that to me. I thought you were saying.
He
Go on.
became a giant fucking axe-wielding knight. And that's pretty metal.
You stopped being a nerd for 5 seconds, just long enough to become an absolutely awesome knight. I thought you were saying Wizardmon digivolves into Crash Bandicootmon. Digivolves into Aku Akumon. Uka is free? No.
It cannot be.
It cannot be. Listen, I know everyone's dealing with a lot, but I've been saying recently about how Uka is free, and no, it cannot be. And no one's been listening to me. So.
Well, I understand your concerns, but the Cortex Vortex is still up there.
Oh, fuck. This and Trump or so fucked. You know, Trump is pretty bad, but there's no way he'd make a deal with Dr. Neo Cortex. This just in.
Hail.
Cool.
I need you to know that inspired a visual in my head of Trump and all like the Crash Bandicoot villains just like sitting around a table in the Cortex Vortex and evil laughing. And it fucking
the layer of doom. The layer of doom. Neo Cortex, Lex Luthor, Donald Trump.
InGen.
In
Embryo.
More surprising amount of Crash Bandicoot characters, if we're being honest.
Well, it's the Cortex Vortex.
Oh, I was saying the Legion of Doom, so.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know how many fucking boardroom meetings Neo Cortex has in the Cortex Vortex.
Weirdly, like, more than you think.
More than you thought. I thought he'd be more like a fucking Microsoft team kinds of guy, because of course he would be. In order to defeat that Bandicoot, we will have to integrate AI into our programs. It's like, okay. This is why Embryo left, I see. Can I just say, Embryo, I appreciate you. Thanks for helping me out in Crash Bandicoot 2. You're cool. I will collect all the gems for you. Time to figure out how to destroy nitro boxes again. Oh, that's it. You know, I don't know why I was surprised about that being at full opacity, but I was. So no, it cannot be. I as much as like they're not getting views or whatever, I don't care. I am kind of like, I like streaming art. I need to stream art more. Maybe games less. I'd like to stream Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot's fun. It's hard. It's fun. He makes silly noises. Wow! Yeah, like that. Stealth, how did you know?
I'm not Crash Bandicoot.
Looks at your suspicious jean shorts.
Whoa! Hold on a minute there. It's just like he has a perfect the perfect disguise, but he just can't help but whoa.
Occasionally. Wow.
Yeah. He tries to work it into normal conversation.
Wow. Whoa. I can do a Crash Bandicoot wall, but I'm not about to yell, and then my family's like, "You're being loud." And I'm be like, "I'm trying to be Crash Bandicoot. You've never understood this.
You'll never understand me.
You'll never understand my love of Crash Bandicoot." Cahill, do you even know what a Bandicoot is? He eats Wumpas. Or uses them for like ammunition in his guns, I think. Something like that. And speaking of games I meant to play and haven't, Crash Bandicoot 4, because it looked good. And I mean, they haven't made a 5,
It's
but
about time.
I know. But fucking, if I had a nickel for every time a game studio made like a good game and then didn't follow up on it because of dumb shit, I'd have a lot of nickels. I would be able to stream full time, and it wouldn't be because of numbers. I tell you that much. So, hello everyone, billionaire Dylan Cahill here. You might be asking, Cahill, how are you a billionaire? Well, every time a game studio makes a dog shit decision, I get 1 nickel. So I hope you believe me when I say I've been trying to redistribute this as quickly as I possibly can. It is not going fast enough, so. Lord, I was reminded of Concord today. And to this day, I don't know.
Oh?
Yeah, just because it's someone like covering like it was clips of a video someone did about it and about how, you know, it happened.
It certainly did.
It did. Well, I mean, depending on your point of view, it did.
It existed.
I know. I'd still know why it was named Concord, because the only fucking Concord, Massachusetts. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Like. Maybe there's a different meaning to that, but I sure as hell don't know it. And clearly no one who played Concord knew what they were on about either, so.
Ah, what the fuck? He horse kicked me in the face.
Damn. Centaurmon? Wolf Centaurus from Power Rangers Mystic Force.
Sure.
What was I thinking of? I was saying to Ian, because we were having a good time watching Power Rangers. I will say, I feel like one reason I think some people who go from Power Rangers to Sentai don't go back to Power Rangers. On top of the fact that apparently there's been a decline recently. I wouldn't know much about it. I'm not going to profess to it, but you know, that's what I've heard. Is also because like eventually you can just kind of spot, like you could probably guess where they were cutting before from Japanese to American footage, but you can definitely see it once you've watched like some Sentai and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, that's part of it. And also, I don't know. I do think American, like, there are some great, like, unironically, I was liking some of the just civilian segments in Mystic Forces. We were watching the first like half of it, but like clearly, you know, American crews and Japanese crews bring different energies to the show and concept. So mashing them together is just like I don't know. You'll get something, that's for sure. And to be fair, that something was a big hit for a long time, and still kind of is. They put it in Fortnite. So that being said, if anything, like the Fortnite stuff just made me think about how like people do desire Power Rangers to go like, you know, kind of like take itself a little seriously. Not like all the way. It's still kind of like Tokusatsu is still a very comedic like genre most of the time, at least in Sentai, is comedic with it. I just sound like such a nerd talking about this. Listen, I'm just rambling. But you know, in terms of like hitting the poses, announcing the title, that kind of stuff, I think audiences of any country are just like, yeah, do it for real. Sell us on it. Give me that passion. You know, like when Crash Bandicoot says, whoa, give me like that kind of energy.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. How much do you think Martin Scorsese references Crash Bandicoot when he's making a film? Like 50% of the time on set. We just couldn't get Martin away from his Steam Deck. He's playing so much Crash Bandicoot on that thing. Had to tear him away so we could film the rest of the movie. And then when he was finally done with it, he looked at me on set and he was like, make me feel Crash Bandicoot. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean, Martin? Stealth, would you be up for being the star of the Crash Bandicoot live adaptation?
You have no idea.
Where you are forcibly transmutated into a Bandicoot?
Like, I would be terrible in the role, but I would have an amazing time.
I'd be having a great time. No one else would be.
Okay, Medieval Goblin, I need you to live 2 attacks.
If I was getting money, like a lot of money per se, from a nickel a day, like nickels every time dumb thing happens on Earth, right? I was like, what am I gonna use this for? I think one of the good things I could use it for would be producing a video that has no real purpose other than the fact that I've invited my friend Stealth out to join me, where I've built an obstacle course themed after one of his favorite Crash Bandicoot levels, and I asked him to complete it in real life. I have news. Cahill cool. No, you pig. You are cool. And everyone would be like, is this like a Mr. Beast kind of thing? And first off, I'd be like, no relation.
No.
And then, yeah, and then second off, it's like, no, you don't understand. He's not doing it for a prize. He's doing it to get to the end and be Crash Bandicoot.
No.
My next video will be about locking my friend Juice in a room full of their favorite monsters. We don't get to air the rest of that, but you'll get to see like the behind the scenes making of them. So. Yo, Pig, do you like the third Sanctuary by Toby Fox? Because I'm fucking digging it, I gotta tell you.
He's not there yet.
What? Oh, you're right. Damn it. Well, that's not a spoiler. It's just name of a track. You know, the track that's playing in the background, but fucking good track. Listen, is it my fault that that Pig hasn't played like the best Deltarune chapter? So, not my favorite,
Let's defense.
but the best.
Okay, we are going all in on this one.
I haven't heard it. Listen closely to stream. Pig, I saw Bath in their Discord just go absolutely insane. And they're like, I don't think you understand the insane musical fucking technicality bullshit happening in this track. So allow me to write several paragraphs about it. And I was like, neat. I don't know what's happening. I don't know, Muzak. Lord, I did post it in my Discord, I believe. But I'll say it here. Fucking, I need to make sure I get this guy's name right, because I can. It's one of those things where I can picture his name in my head. But I want to make sure I get it right. Copy and paste. No, that's not what I meant to copy and paste. I wanted to copy and paste the correct spelling. So that way, no, yeah, here it is. Yeah, so, and I'm gonna mess this up. Nobuo Umatsu. Yeah.
Final Fantasy?
Yes.
Composer?
Yes. Anyway, he posted a selfie with Toby Fox, and I feared for my life.
Why?
Because the idea of those two ever working together would destroy the universe. So I think they're both just good composers. Period. You shouldn't have to even say that they work in video games, because if you listen to any of their tracks, you're just like, this is good shit. So. And if you don't think that, I hold the belief that you're like tainted by your perception.
2 Royal Knights left.
Is it like a gauntlet, or do you have to go out in the world and find them?
They're optional fights.
Gotcha.
Which means they're not optional to me.
Of course. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, 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 bump. Like, still true. That is true. But I can fear powerful art for its raw power. I love how Pig would regularly post about Deltarune, but he's like, I don't care about Deltarune. Not Deltarune. Silk Song. Then he was like, oh yeah, I don't really care about Silk Song. I was in it for the love of the game. Love of the game of waiting for a game to come out. Alright. I'm liking how that's looking so far. Just gotta add stuff in here. Oop, oop, oop. But I think I'm gonna call it a night, and then stealth fight some knights, and we can raid someone. So we got to about where we were with when we worked on the 2 cars before, and I will say, cause like, all right, let me do this, because this is what the lock looks like. The magical lock looks like in the new style when I'm using just this stuff, and this is what it looks like on the old one. And that's not bad, but it feels just kind of like why wouldn't I just draw it, you know? So that's kind of because I wanted to do something other than just like a realistic style for card games. Yeah, could you imagine? Could you imagine? So no, I fucking love Magic the Gathering. Stealth, play Magic the Gathering with me. Spend $2,000 on a deck.
No.
No, not at all. I saw someone posting about that, and I was like, that is another genuine reason I have to try and make a, you know, a what's it called? TCG. Because I would love to make any, like, new release as just legitimately as expensive as a pack of, like a regular pack of cards you will get at the dime store, which used to cost a dime, but now they cost a quarter, because that's inflation. Google inflation if you want to hear more about this. We're gonna read own stuff. So
wages aren't keeping up.
I can't buy a dime anymore. It used to cost a nickel. But thanks, y'all, if you hung out with me during art. We're going to do a bit more art tomorrow. We'll see if we continue this, or if I decide to work on, what's it called? The book cover. I'll flip a coin while I'm at work tomorrow. See what I feel like. But I had a good time hanging with Stealth and with anyone in chat. So I appreciate y'all coming along. And I will see y'all then. Have a good one. Bye.